Today we're going to do something similar to yesterday with finding evidence. Yesterday I had you guys find text evidence by highlighting. Today you're going to find it, you're going to answer the question, you're going to give evidence from the article, and then in one sentence you're going to explain. So let's look at the sample question that's on your page. It says, who is Elon Musk? Well, if you go back into the article, you will see where it says Elon Musk is a self-made billionaire and founder of SpaceX. That would be the answer. Notice how I reworded the question. Elon Musk is. You always start with a complete sentence. Cite. Well, the article says that Musk made his fortune with companies like PayPal and Tesla Motors. It also says that he founded SpaceX Exploration Technologies Corporation, SpaceX, in 2020. So now I just need in my own words in a sentence to explain it. Elon Musk's SpaceX company is currently working towards transporting American astronauts safely to the International Space Station. That explains who is Elon Musk, which was the original question. All right, let's do the first one together. The question says, why is the capsule named Dragon? Explain your answer using evidence. Well, if you go down into the third paragraph, there's the answer that I just found. It says the capsule is named Dragon after Puff the Magic Dragon. So my evidence or my citing, according to the text, and I'm going to put this in quotes because it's word for word, this was because many didn't believe Musk could achieve his goal or this goal, period, end quote. Now I want to explain it using my own words. He named the capsule Dragon after a fictional character with magic powers, and since people didn't believe in his goal. You could even say something like people don't believe in dragons, so he didn't think they would believe in him either. Any of that would be fine. So pause this video and make sure you answer question number 1 in complete sentences. Okay, now let's take a look at question number 2. Where is the International Space Station located? Explain your answer using evidence from the text. Well, you can go up and down every sentence in this text, and it's not going to say exactly where the space station is located. But you can use your inferencing skills when it says it's orbiting, that the International Space Station is located in space. So that's your answer. Nice complete sentence. Type that or write that. And now we're going to cite our evidence from the article. And I'm not going to use quotes this time. I'm going to use my own words summarizing what it says. The article says that the space capsule Crew Dragon was the name of it, attached itself to the International Space Station, and they call it ISS for short, in a test flight to space. We know it's in space. Now I want to explain this using my own words. How does this show where it's located? This shows that the ISS, International Space Station, is already in space. There we go. We answered the question in our own words. So you have your answer in a complete sentence, answering the question, your evidence where you cited, and we explained it. Pause this and make sure you answer this question. Okay, the next question asks, why might some people doubt the ability of Elon Musk to build rockets? So I'm going to type my answer in a complete sentence, and this is my own thoughts as to why. As long as I back it up with evidence, it's not really any right or wrong. So I'm going to say some people, remember I'm rewording the question, may doubt Elon Musk because it is difficult and very expensive to travel space. That's my answer. I didn't say because. I started with a good complete sentence. Now, my evidence that I'm going to cite, I went back and I found in the article, you can say the article says that Elon Musk is a billionaire. Billionaire means really, really, really rich. So now in my own words, I'm going to explain. This explains, or I can say shows, how Elon Musk has the money fund SpaceX and pay astronauts, help make it safer to travel to space. He has the money, he doesn't have the knowledge, so he pays the people who have the knowledge. So once again, complete sentence, my evidence, another complete sentence explaining, and I just answered that question. Pause this and answer that question. Okay, now for this one, I'm going to help you out with the first part, and I want you to finish the second part on yourself, for yourself. The question says, do you think NASA may hire SpaceX to send astronauts to space in the future? I think they would, probably. And actually, this article was written in 2019. Now, with knowledge, I know that they just recently did send people to space. So I'm going to say, I think, because it's asking what I think, that NASA may hire SpaceX to send astronauts to space because they are being successful now. I need to say why from the evidence. What would be my reasons? So I'm going to go back and look, and the article explains how SpaceX has proved to be trusted already. I remember it talks about the dummy they sent by sending a dummy astronaut to space safely. Now, I'm going to leave this part to you. Knowing this and knowing what the article said, in just a sentence, explain in your own words, why do you think then NASA may send real humans, people, to space using SpaceX? So pause this video, answer this part, and then come back to the last question. Now, this last question asks us two pieces of evidence, which is not hard because there's several pieces that would answer this question. So let's take a look. It says, imagine you wanted to travel to outer space. Would the information in this article convince you that you would be safe to travel in a SpaceX machine? Answer by citing at least two pieces of text from the evidence. Okay, now personally, I don't think I'd want to get in a space rocket and travel to space. That's just not me. But some people may. But if I did want to, I do think according to this article that I would be safe. So I'm going to put, if I wanted to travel to space, this article would convince me that I would be safe. Answered the question in a complete sentence. Now I'm going to give you one piece of what I think would be good evidence, and then I'm going to ask you to find the second piece on your own. One piece that I said was the article states that SpaceX has already safely sent a dummy astronaut to space. That shows me that it could be safe. I remember something about some cheese that maybe you could use for your second piece of evidence. Go back and find it in the text. And then I want you to, in your own words, explain, according to all of this, why do you think it would be safe? So you're going to pause the video and finish this one. Once you have finished all 5 of these questions and answered each part of it in a complete sentence, I want you to put this in your folder. I will be checking these in your folder. And then I want you to go on Hapara. I have focused your browser to a Google a Google form. You're going to watch a video about SpaceX, and then you're going to answer the questions in the Google form. After you've done that, I have 2 other YouTube videos that'll be in your guided focused browser that I want you to watch about SpaceX. Pretty interesting stuff. And then the rest of the time you can use for read theory.